morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. I hope you have a beautiful day. The SEC keeps coming after crypto. Crypto market's dropping pretty hard. It was looking like it was going to have a bit of a recovery before the SEC started suing Binance, Coinbase. Now it seems like Australia is blocking fiat on-ramp, off-ramps. Binance is pulling out of the US, out of Canada. So what it looks like is the US government, the Western governments are doing sanctions, they're stopping crypto from getting inflows of fiat. So when they print more money, the money doesn't just go into the crypto markets. That's what seems to be happening. And it seems like Russia is pro-crypto. So, they're making a lot of news coming out of Russia is they're allowing crypto industry to open up. Now, what that means to me is there's right now a proxy war between the US and Russia. So if they're allowing crypto in Russia and the US is actively trying to block fiat on-ramp and off-ramps, this is a war from the West against crypto because of sanctions and proxies against Russia. So it's very dangerous for the crypto markets. I'm going to jump into Bitcoin. I'm going to analyze the technicals on Bitcoin and where I would open trades short or long. I'm going to analyze Ethereum, and I'll try to do Ethereum, but I'll go first for the total crypto market cap to see what this SEC cases and this attack is going to be doing to the crypto markets. It's not so good. Stocks and NASDAQ pumping right now, but the crypto market's really getting hammered after these SEC announcements. So dangerous for the crypto markets. They're blocking the fiat on-ramp, off-ramps. Now, this is a new technology. You can't really block the fiat on-ramps, off-ramps, but when the US Western governments are attacking crypto, it's not good for the industry. You can't say it's a good thing for the industry. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button down there, turn on the bell, turn on all notifications. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into the now I'm going to show where I would open trades. It's a little bit windy here. So Iota is getting hammered. My Iota trade also, after the SEC announcement, it was looking like it was going to break out. And then it's just dropped massively, which is not nice. Tesla was up 4% yesterday, which is beautiful. One of my biggest holdings. I bought a lot of it at I think $100, so up 144%. TSM up 2%. I bought a lot of it recently if you follow my videos. Google up a little bit, the rest of the market flat. Bitcoin flat, even with all this SEC announcement stuff. Very interesting. Again, the trend on Bitcoin is this one bouncing here between these two lines. If you follow it going back to 2023, each of these candles is 1 day. And you can see the volume down here is quite high. Even though Bitcoin has been dropping since the bull market back in 2021, you can see that the volume predicts price. You can see the volume is much higher than it was during COVID, during the bull run. Volume predicts price. What is volume? It's these bars down here. It's an indicator I teach you how to set up in the crypto course. It teaches you how much buying and selling is happening in the markets. And you can see Bitcoin right now is trending down from about April, May, trending down. And it looks like I predicted this drop actually if you follow my videos back here. And it looks like it's coming down to here, and that's where I'll go heavy long. But again, not good for the markets when the industry is getting hammered like this by the SEC. 4-hourly stochastic is heading up. On the daily, the Bitcoin indicator bot is still saying red sell, so it's fired to a red sell. On the weekly, it still has a buy, but it looks like it'll flip back to a sell with this recent drop. Daily, it's heading down. 4-hourly, Bitcoin is turning to head up. My short from yesterday, I think, is in the profit. Yep, my short from yesterday is now in the profits, which is beautiful. Congratulations if you took that short. I still think these two trades are perfect. Coming down, I would remove this one. I think we're going to come down to this long term, to this white trend line. So I'd stay with the short here coming down and then flip to a buy from that 24K. 24,700. It looks like it is failing slowly. It didn't break out the SEC announcement, but no major drop after the SEC announcements, which is interesting. It's almost still the same. So Bitcoin is still showing really strength here. But I still think with all this capital inflows being blocked, we will get a drop, in my opinion. On the hourly, we're oversold. 15 minutes, we're turning up. 4-hourly, we're oversold. So we're going to get a little bit of a rebound. I'll take profit on this trade. If you took that trade already, take profit. And where I would open a new short is from this resistance line here. I would short from here because it looks like we could get a little bit of a rebound from the monthly, weekly, from here. Stop loss just above it and take profit at the bottom, and that's where I'll flip long. 11 risk to reward ratio trade, risking 247 to make $2,756. 10x leverage, $27,560 on this Bitcoin trade, which is beautiful. Let's go now into the total market cap of all cryptos. How bad is this SEC announcement? I mean, look at this. If you zoom out, you can see that we went we went up to 1.25 trillion, and we've lost it, pretty much all of it. But again, if you zoom out, you can see here since the beginning of the year, we've been on this trend line, and you can see that crypto market caps is sitting right on this trend line right now. It's trying to hold on to this trend line. It's a red cell on the Crypto Guru bot, which you get in the Crypto Master Course. Stochastic is heading down. We're sitting right on the trend line. The major support is actually where we are right now. We're on this. This is a major support at 1.5 trillion. I drew this a while ago, this blue line. We're sitting on a strong support here. Can it hold is the question. With all this attack from the SEC, American government, it doesn't look too good for crypto right now when they're literally all trying to block fiat on-ramp, off-ramps. But so many people around the world use crypto now, and governments have tried to block it before. Let's see how successful US government is. Daily, it's heading down. Weekly, it's heading down strongly. Monthly, heading up still. 4 hourly heading down. So crypto markets heading down. We will get a bounce off this trend line more than likely at 1.04 trillion. We will get a little bit of a bounce. But if it doesn't hold that trend line, the next stop for the crypto markets would be a brutal drop. The next major support for crypto would be, let's zoom out and see if we can get previous history. I think, no, okay, let's go closer. Would be, so this is daily time frame. The next major support for crypto would be here at 965 billion. So another $40 billion drop in the crypto markets is possible if we lose this trend line. But until we lose this trend line, the trend is your friend, and we respect this two-touch trend line until it breaks. But it looks like it has the potential to break unless some good news comes out against the SEC destroying the crypto industry. Binance pulling out of America, Canada, Australia. It's quite dangerous right now. But you can still do peer-to-peer trading on Binance. So in Australia, you can still get cryptocurrency through Binance, just peer-to-peer. So it's quite interesting. Let's see if it's a very important moment for the crypto market. If it doesn't hold this 1.4 trillion, it will be brutal. Let's go into Ethereum. Oh, let's check out Iota, because Iota is one of my big trades. And you can see Iota also pulling back my beautiful trade. It broke out here. This is when I opened the trade here. Then I added more to the trade here. Then it broke out to here exactly on end of May. It broke out here 22nd, and then the SEC sued Binance, and that's when we've got this, and Coinbase, and we've got this big drop. Now it's sitting right on the trend line, and this trend line has had multiple touches now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's sitting right on this trend line. If this trend line breaks, I've got more buy orders at 1750 and 1680. I've got more buy orders. We're sitting at a major support, and 1530. I've got more buy orders. Actually, I need to make the buy order here. This is strong support, 1560. If it breaks there, I've got my liquidation is at 13 cents. But again, you can see that this was an epic entry until the SEC and Coinbase got sued. See here, it came down, then it broke out. This is when I entered, then it broke out, and then the breakout failed and it came back in. So a little bit right now is dangerous for this Iota trade. It is heading down on the weekly, oversold on the daily, everything very oversold in every aspect, Iota. But I mean, the entire industry is having this right now with the second announcement. Look, it got a bounce off this trend line a few hours ago, about 5 hours ago, it got a bounce, and then again coming back down. So let's see if it breaks this line here. It's going to be very bad from Iota. If you want to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of this, under the video, in the description of the video down below, go down below 1, 2, 3. You can sign up to take the Crypto Master Course. You learn how to do technical analysis, learn how to trade, learn how to set up your charts. Trading on Bybit, you get a $30,000 bonus when you trade on Bybit. It is my favorite exchange for trading, and you can join this free Telegram. There's 8,500 of you trading together. All the links are in the description down below on your phone. In the video down below, you can see the 1, 2, 3 links. And once you sign up, this is my Iota trade down 2,200. It's a $107,000 trade. If Iota doesn't hold this line, I am going to close this trade because it's not looking too good right now. Based off this, I'm going to take this loss, even though I really wanted to set up a big trade for Iota. If it doesn't hold this line, the next stop is at 1680, then 15. But it breaks this trend line, this bottom, which means that a new bottom could form. So it's not looking so good for this trade. It was negative yesterday, then positive, then negative again. But just since this was the breakout, last week, we had this breakout here, and then the breakout failed on the news of the SEC and Binance, and then it came down again. So it's holding on to the line, but let's see if it can get a bounce here. If it doesn't get a bounce, this thing is going, and it will not be good. So I'm going to close it at, I mean, my liquidation price is at 13, but do I want to hold on to a losing trade through an entire bear market when the SEC is attacking is the question. I don't really want to do that. So at 16 cents, I can close this out. Right now it's negative 2,000. If I close it at 16 cents, 0.16, it will be negative 11,000. So it's quite a big drop. It fluctuates a lot, it's a $107,000 trade. So percentage-wise, it's only down 7%, but it is dangerous. In this account, 264,000. I've got Bitcoin 40,000, MCRT 39,000, Uniswap 18,000, FXS 18,000. But again, this attack the attack from the U.S. government. Here, in our Telegram, someone pointed out really. He said it perfectly here. Thanks, SEC, and he's like looking at the crypto, and you can just see all this red in the markets. Just look at this, red in the markets, everything down massively. I imagine Kerry Gensler just wants to get a cheaper entry, so he's fighting everything. But again, when they're cutting all capital inflows, in my opinion, this is very dangerous for the crypto markets. And I am thinking about closing these positions. Even though this Iota trade fluctuates a lot, I'm thinking about getting out of these positions right now. On a little bit of a bounce off this trend line, I'll close it slightly in like break even, I think it will get to. But I think it's better right now to be shorting and closing positions. It is the bottom of the bear market though, but crypto has had a 100% rally. So right now there is a big danger for the crypto markets if we lose these supports. And when America is so heavily and the West is going after crypto, I think it's time, in my opinion, to get out and save our gains that we've made and see what happens. I'm going to close positions. But my Iota trade, I could close after it has a little bit of a bounce. I don't need to close it at negative 2,200 because it is most likely going to have another bounce off this trend line. But how will the trend line, like you can see here right now, it's sitting it had a bounce straight off this trend line, bounced back up to 17.75 and again failed. Yesterday, it also had a bounce off this trend line, went all the way to 18 and then again came back down. So it's just this was again positive. My trade was in the positive here at this point. But again, it's coming down multiple touches, trying to break down. It just doesn't look good. This looks like a falling, this looks like kind of a bearish, descending trend line on a major support line though. If we get a bounce here, it can break out again and do this. It is very possible if there's some strong news. But again, so I'll close out this trade if it comes down to, but at 17 cents, if I close it at 0.17, it'll be at $5,800 loss. Not the best time to be holding on to a big position with this recent announcements. I'm going to take this loss. I'm getting out of things, guys. 2,000. I don't like this, so I'm closing this position, negative 2,000. Bitcoin I'll hold on to. Uniswap I'm going to close out. It's just not looking good in my opinion. The way the market, the way the SEC and the American governments, everyone is going after crypto. Bitcoin is a safe haven, but it's just not looking. I'm going to sell my positions here because it's just not looking good. I'm going to sell 18,000 USDT of Uniswap. I'm going to close my buy orders. I'm going to close my buy orders on trades. These are trade orders that I have. I'm canceling them. I'm getting out of positions here. I just got, when they're trying to clamp down on crypto so strong, I'm going to keep my MCRT, closing out my Uniswap. It's closing this position. There's quite a big position here, so it takes time to close. And I'm going to close out my FXS. I'm getting out of crypto when American government is and the Australian governments, like Canadian governments, all the West is pretty much attacking crypto right now. So in my opinion, it's not the best time to be in crypto. It's better to see what will happen after these attacks finish. So you can see my FXS and my Iotas, my Uniswap's positions are closing out right now. So you can see that these positions are being closed. I'm moving into cash. You can see my USDT filling up, 91,000 of USDT. And I've got these positions. I took that $2,000. That trade on Iota was positive That was positive 25K last week before the SEC announced these attacks on Binance and Coinbase. It's dangerous. I'm going to go out. Let's check out Tesla and the NASDAQ as well, because I made massive gains on Tesla and the NASDAQ recently. I made huge gains. Tesla, like massive. Let's look at Tesla breaking out. If you followed my videos, I predicted all of this breaking out on Tesla. We haven't had the FUD from the SEC like we have on crypto. Tesla is at a major resistance. It broke through that trend line. It just destroyed that trend line. It's at a major resistance now. The crypto guru bot has flipped to a buy on Tesla, which is interesting. You can see here. We're at major resistance, but it broke through this major resistance so easily. The next major resistance, one was at 252. It literally touched my 252 line yesterday. Look at that. It touched my target yesterday. It touched it and got rejected off it perfectly on Tesla. If you followed my trades and my videos, that was a resistance, got rejected. It's a very strong resistance there. But it just so easily came through this trend, like this resistance line here at 224, that I think we're going to 300 very quickly. And 300 is another major resistance. So 300, oh, actually it's more here, 311. I'm going to add an alert on 311, and that's a point to close out my Tesla position because I made such big gains there. Let's look at the NASDAQ, the next 13,000, also getting rejected at this resistance exactly on my target. Look at that, 13,200, but it's sitting above my support line now, which is interesting. It's on a parabolic run, huge W formation, and already broke through the resistance line. You can see here that we have this big W formation on Tesla and the NASDAQ. So I think we do break through here on the NASDAQ. Next big resistance is 14,000. Actually, no, next big resistance is here, 14,180. So I'm going to add an alert there. So I'm going to monitor it closely. I'm getting out of my crypto positions. I'll keep MCRT, I'll keep Bitcoin. The rest of the positions I will exit as it is dangerous. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button. The American government, they're not going after Bitcoin, which is interesting. But again, they're closing Binance. They're attacking Coinbase. Binance is pulling out of the US. Binance pulled out of Canada, pulled out of Australia. So there's a lot of attacks right now on crypto. And in my opinion, it's because this proxy war between Russia and America, and Russia's using there's a lot of Russian money in crypto. So I think they're pulling out. It's very dangerous for the crypto market. This is a big warning. This is not financial advice. You have to do your own due diligence, consult your brokers. This is what I think is going to happen in the market. There's some big announcements coming for MCRT, so check it out. Make sure you pay attention. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. Again, I don't like giving these warnings, especially near the bottom, but we have had 100% bounce on Bitcoin. And we've traded it, made massive gains along the way. It's just, I feel that there's a big attack on crypto right now from US government, so be careful out there. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.